It's a new twist in the fight to keep Iowa's caucuses first in the nation.
Republican lawmakers are now getting involved. KCCI chief political reporter Amanda Rooker shows us why.
Well, Stacey, Scott, Iowa House Republicans moved a bill forward today that would make some major changes to Iowa's caucuses. The bill would require voters to register with their party 70 days before that party's caucus. And voters would also have to caucus in person. That plan could create problems for Iowa Democrats who've pitched a new vote-by-mail caucus. House Republicans say a mail-in structure is too similar to a primary. Iowa has to hold a caucus in order to stay first. New Hampshire is required by law to hold the first in the nation primary, and they've threatened to jump Iowa if mail-in or absentee ballots are used.
This bill is about ensuring that the Iowa caucuses do not become a primary, which will absolutely and unequivocally, without question, result in both caucuses having the first in the nation status stripped.
In place right now.
Did pass through committee today. That bill still needs full House and Senate approval in order to become law. Iowa Democrats call it a political move they say would unfairly limit who can participate in the caucuses. And although Iowa Democrats did propose a mostly mail-in process last May, they have not submitted their official plan, and they say any concern about their new structure is premature.
I didn't realize that we were ruled by the state of New Hampshire. And it's embarrassing, frankly, that we're in this kerfluffle now. We have not submitted a plan to the DNC.
As chair of the Iowa Democratic Party, I'm committed to doing what's best for Iowa, not what's best for New Hampshire.
Iowa Democrats did not clarify if this bill or New Hampshire's threats will impact how and when they choose to hold their caucuses. They're expected to present an official plan to the Democratic National Committee later this spring. Stacey.